And so I hope one day, I know it's a bit off topic. I hope one day you two can have a discussion. I think that would be very productive. And 'cause I think
It's not going to be friendly because
he has some misunderstandings on
I have a
idealism.
very poor opinion of Sam Harris, and I'm sure he would never debate me. He knows of me. I've debated his wife, but he would never debate me. Too much to lose and too little to gain.
That's well, that's true. I would say that, like, for the sense, I mean, he just, I think I'm not trying to be insulting towards him, but I think he just has more to learn before he's ready for a debate. I don't think he would be prepared enough for that. I don't think he's ready. So, and that's not being mean. That's not to being that's not being insulting. That's I just heard what he said about idealism, and it's just unfortunate.
He doesn't
But
know even what idealism is. So, but anyway,
but
I don't want to get started on this.
yeah, we won't go too far down that road here. But I just gotta say, but I'm sure that's for that very reason. That's probably why you're so willing to go on other shows and to introduce idealism to more people, because this is a very common problem. Is they just simply don't understand what idealism is, and
Yeah,
to
there
get,
is such a cultural commitment to the notion that mind can only be personal, that the idea of a transpersonal, mental, external world just doesn't compute. So people cannot differentiate idealism from solipsism. And they attack solipsism and say, you see, I defeated idealism. No, you just burned the straw man. You have
yes,
accomplished nothing. But they are sincere. They really do not understand. I mean, I can forgive 99% of the people for this because the culture is so overwhelming. But I cannot forgive Sam Harris, who brandishes around a philosophy degree from Stanford. Somebody with that kind of education, if it's true, I have no reason to doubt it, and with that kind of platform, is outright irresponsible by making pronouncements about idealism without not knowing the ABC of this canonical philosophical position that is taught to freshmen in a bachelor's in philosophy, forget masters and PhD. That is unforgivable, in my view.
I would agree. I mean, especially someone who professes to be a public intellectual
There you
and
go.
professes, they present themselves as this very confident person that really knows what's going on, and you should, look into the evidence. But I'm an authority. I'm someone you can listen to for this. Of course, he encourages you to check up on it, but I think he should have done his homework a bit more, or at least come out and said, "Hey, I made some misunderstandings in idealism. I have some more homework to do. I'll get back to you guys on that." I think that would be perfectly appropriate for him to do. That's not anything to be embarrassed about. If he were to just be honest and say, "Hey, I just don't know as much as I thought," that would be
Absolutely.
far
I
more
did that.
respectable.
I did that twice in this interview, if you noticed. And I'm perfectly okay with that. You're talking about, what was it? Personalism?
Right.
I didn't know anything about that. So why will I open my mouth and say something about it? So anyway.
Yeah, and that was wise. That was wise to not, and I myself don't know a whole lot about it, and so I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know too much, so it's good that we're willing to uh, parse what we say and say, "Hey, warning, I'm no expert," but, and then we'll go on and on. But um, anyway, we'll hope Harris maybe one day hears about this and maybe opens his mind a bit, because I don't think he's irrational entirely. I think he's willing to discuss things out if he's willing to hear it out. But we'll see. We'll see. I
I
could be
very
maybe
much
too
doubt
charitable. I might be
he's
being
too
too charitable.
preoccupied with his image and crafting his image to run this kind of risk. It will not happen, I guarantee you. But I'm perfectly willing to do that tomorrow if you want. It will not happen, but
We'll
I'm
see.
willing to.
I'm inclined to agree. I'm inclined to agree with that.